It hits close to home because it was in my home.
Supporting those impacted by the Abundant Life Christian School shooting, the ongoing efforts to raise funds for families after the tragedy, and searching for a motive, what Madison's police chief had to say about the ongoing investigation at Abundant Life in a one-on-one interview. Plus, a human case of bird flu apparently detected right here in Wisconsin. How public health officials say farmers can help stop the spread. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. We begin tonight with breaking news out of California related to the Madison Abundant Life shooting. Our CBS affiliate in San Diego says a Carlsbad, California man who messaged the suspected Abundant Life Christian School shooter has been ordered to surrender his guns. A judge made that decision after police learned the man had messaged the 15-year-old about his own plans to target a government building with a gun or explosives. The judge's restraining order is effective until December 23rd. Now, this is a civil action, not a criminal action at this point, but this is part of an FBI investigation. A hearing has been scheduled for January 3rd. And we now know the names of the two victims in the Abundant Life shooting. The student who lost her life is 14-year-old Ruby Patricia Vergara of Madison. Vergara was a freshman at Abundant Life. Family members describe her as an avid reader who also loved art, singing, and playing keyboard in the family worship band. A funeral service will be held at City Church on Buckeye Road at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Visitation will be held at the church from 9 a.m. until the time of the service. And the teacher has been identified as 42-year-old Erin Michelle West. A student who knew West describes her as always being positive.
Well, she was very nice. She was always caring, always spread positivity around, and just made everybody feel happy.
Funeral services for Erin Michelle West have yet to be announced. When they are, we will update you on air and online at channel3000.com. And next at 10, a developing weather story, an alert day in the forecast tomorrow. Snow is on the way. We check in with Alex Harrington. More on our expected totals here, Alex.
Yeah, Eric, we're expecting anywhere between 3 to 6 inches in the Madison area, and I just got the ruler out here from the closet. I haven't had that out since January of last year when we had those snowstorms. Where is this winter storm as we talk right now? Let's go and take a look right here. Our storm tracker is showing area of low pressure over the Dakotas with snow breaking out over North and South Dakota. This is a clipper system coming down from Canada. It's going to sweep down into Iowa and then into Illinois, and it's that type of a track that is favorable for accumulating snow across southern Wisconsin and especially central Wisconsin. Widespread 3 to 6 inches, let's say from the Wisconsin River Valley over to Madison, north to the Dells. And then you get up into Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. You stand the best chance for seeing 6 inches of snow. Drastically less snow amounts expected down towards Platteville. Just south of that Clipper system track, there's usually a very sharp cutoff to snowfall totals. But alert day conditions will go into effect Thursday, going into early Fridays when we will see these conditions materialize across much of southern Wisconsin, especially from Madison and areas off towards the north. We have winter weather advisories in effect for the 3 to 6 inches of snow that we're expecting from I-94 over to the Wisconsin River Valley and north. Coming up in Maine weather, though, we're going to track the snow moving into southern Wisconsin and also how strong you can expect those winds that will blow and drift that snow around a little bit.
Alex, thank you. Fundraising efforts are ongoing across our community to support those impacted by Monday's shooting. Our Ellie La Liberté is live outside Abundant Life Christian School with how alumni from the school are helping. Ellie?
Yeah, Eric, in the past few days since this deadly shooting, our community coming together as victims are still processing what happened. One alumni is trying to help.
It hits close to home because it was in my home.
Adam Rosted went to Abundant Life Christian School from kindergarten through high school.
Graduated in 2006, but my mom worked there. My aunt was the guidance counselor for many years.
So when Adam heard the news on Monday that his alma mater had a deadly school shooting,
I think I felt helpless.
As a member of the community, he was shocked but motivated.
That's the first kind of feeling of like, there's nothing I can do about this. And that's honestly what I felt. And right away, the voice in my head that talked back was like, well, you could cook a meal.
Making dinner, that's his new goal.
And I just thought I wouldn't even want to take 45 minutes to stop loving on my kid to just make dinner. And that's when I said, well, I could make dinner for somebody. And if I can make dinner for somebody, somebody else could make dinner for somebody.
Adam started a Facebook post calling for people to sign up to volunteer to make meals, donate meals, or give a gift card so those impacted by the shooting would have one less thing to worry about.
They're signing up on a Google form with their name and email and any information of things that they could provide, whether it's a meal or is it gift cards or whatever it is.
That post got a lot of support.
What we've been finding out over the last few days, alumni and family of ALCS at large, is that larger community as a whole never really goes away.
So far, nearly 400 people have signed up to help. Adam tells me he got in contact with the school today about next steps. That includes things like deliveries and what those in need are looking for. Of course, we have a link to that Google form up right now on channel3000.com. You just look for this story. But for now, reporting live on Madison's east side, Ellie LaLiberte, News 3 Now.
Ellie, thank you. And businesses across Dane County are coming together to support the families and others impacted by the events Monday at Abundant Life. Mercy's Coffee on the east side, offering anyone with a valid ALCS student or staff ID can get anything on their coffee menu for free. They're also offering up the space there as a way for families to reconnect and decompress after the tragedy. Mercy's Coffee isn't the only local business helping out. Rocky Rococo's on Monona Drive also feeding those impacted for free. It has been more than 24 hours now since officials have given public updates on the investigation into the shooting. Today, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes and Dane County Executive Melissa Agard sat down for one-on-one interviews with News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch.
Throughout the week, we've seen Chief Barnes and County Executive Agard speak at briefings as the community they serve has been redefined as the latest to experience a school shooting. Today, I sit down with both of them to discuss what happens behind the press conference podium.
It's been 48 hours full of heartbreak, uncertainty, information, collaboration.
In his first one-on-one interview with local media since Monday's shooting, is there anything you would have done differently in the past 48 hours? Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says the information provided in those critical moments wasn't always accurate.
Whenever you're giving out information and you're committed to timely and transparent information, you're going to get some things wrong.
But was continuously updated.
I think the most important thing is that it's corrected as soon as you find out, and we did that.
And speaking to contentious moments at those press briefings.
And not before that. Thank you.
I think what you saw was probably passion on the part of elected officials who's responsible not just for national news coverage, but they're responsible for constituents.
Dane County Executive Melissa Agard also speaking to her home being thrust into the national spotlight.
There are a lot of people that want to know the story.
Balanced with the need to preserve an investigation and the hope to protect those involved.
This has affected every single person who works for Dane County in all of our departments in ways that I think people on the outside probably have no idea.
As for interviews, investigations, and information to come, what are next steps for you and your team moving into the rest of the week and weeks to come?
The next steps are to go through the investigative process. We're waiting on some digital information that may come back.
Reporting in downtown Madison, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
As our community continues to process what took place Monday at Abundant Life, there is a lot of information being published by many sources online, and for many, it can be difficult to determine what's legitimate. Today, we spoke with a communications professor at UW about how to find good information. Here's what he had to say about how Monday's events can get a hold of people's emotions, leading to the spread of something that's not true.
Our research has shown that the more angry we are, the more dread we feel, the more anxious we are, the more likely we are to share information regardless if it's true or not. So it's just an instinct that comes out of our emotions, and that, you know, later on when we think about it, we probably regret, but by that time it's too late and the information has spread already.
Communications experts add that people should think through what they're consuming online before sharing. He says avoid reading anything that contains a lot of hashtags on social media, as it may just be trying to get your attention. And as for us here at News 3 Now and Channel 3000, our newsroom has a detailed decision-making process steeped in ensuring accuracy every step of the way. And you can read about how we make those decisions and much more right now at channel3000.com. Meanwhile, lawmakers at the state capitol are grappling with how to move forward after Monday's shooting. One of the main agencies that stepped up is the Office of School Safety. It is housed within the State Department of Justice and provided support here in Madison Monday, deploying a critical incident response team to help reunify families. Funding for that office is up in next year's state budget, and we sat down with Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker about the budget for that office specifically and what lawmakers might do in the wake of Monday's shooting.
We funded it in the last budget. I'd certainly be open to looking at it again, but I'd like to know exactly what are they looking to do with it. Are there things that they would do differently? So sure, I'm definitely supportive of it, but I want to know more details.
Well, we've heard so far from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle that everyone is in agreement on funding that office. It could be taken up early next year during the budget process. And tomorrow, we'll sit down with Attorney General Josh Kaul, whose agency heads the Office of School Safety. A Wisconsin judge has put a temporary hold on his recent ruling that restored collective bargaining rights to teachers and other public workers. Now, the stay is in place while the Dane County Circuit Judge considers written arguments over whether to place his ruling on hold while the legislature appeals it. Those arguments are due to the court by January 24th. A teenager is arrested in Janesville after police say that individual posted a bomb threat on social media. Around 8:30 last night, Janesville PD received information about a bomb threat circulating on Snapchat, allegedly posted by a 15-year-old. A little after midnight, the teen was taken into custody. Their home was searched. Police say no concerning materials were found. That teenager is charged with making terroristic threats. The first apparent human Wisconsin case of bird flu has been found in Barron County. The State Department of Health Services says the case surrounds an infected flock of commercial poultry. The infection was identified through testing at the State Lab of Hygiene and is awaiting confirmation now by the CDC. The DHS here in Wisconsin says the virus does not easily spread from animals to people, and those who have gotten sick have been in direct contact with infected animals. Public health officials say that makes protective equipment that much more important.
As you get into the winter months up here in Wisconsin, again, the cold can play a big factor in that too, with possible inadvertent breaches of personal protective equipment. But the more you follow it, the better off it's going to be. And again, if someone is sick, if you don't have to work, don't work. Stay home and give yourself time to heal.
Symptoms of bird flu in people include sore throat, fever, muscle aches, cough, and eye infections. After the break, Alex tells us about the alert day conditions tomorrow and averting a government shutdown, the last-ditch effort to pass a resolution by Friday. That's next at 10.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for beautiful furniture, sofas, chairs, and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
Don't dance, but boogie into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, December 27th, we're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Saturday, December 28th, a Chevy Colorado. Then on New Year's Eve, it's our Winter Boogie Bash, where you can have a chance to win your share of over $45,000 of rewards play. Plus, there will be free live entertainment by Coyote Wild and Snake Oil. It's time to boogie your way into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
The holidays.
So happy together.
And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
I need help for my mom. She has dementia. I want a Grace so Mom can get care at home. You know what people say about them? I can't imagine better support through such a painful time. A Grace. Authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
From our Dwellings family to yours, happy holidays.
Wake
Wake up every morning with Savannah Brito and her Plan Your Day forecast, designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30, only on News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is facing pushback from fellow Republicans over a last-minute measure to keep the government funded into the spring. Natalie Brand in Washington with more on the objections over this spending bill.
A spending bill showdown days before a deadline to avert a government shutdown after a deal unraveled Wednesday night following opposition by President-elect Donald Trump.
We reached a bipartisan agreement to meet the needs of the American people. House Republicans have now unilaterally decided to break a bipartisan agreement that they made.
The more than 1,500-page bill released late Tuesday would have kept government funding levels steady through mid-March. Add-ons to the bill included more than $100 billion in disaster relief, economic assistance for farmers, a commitment for federal funding for the fallen Baltimore Key Bridge, health care provisions, and a pay raise for Congress. Some conservatives expressed outrage over the massive measure.
It is absolutely bloated pork barrel spending.
Elon Musk, tapped to lead the new Department of Government Efficiency, came out swinging on social media, declaring the bill dead. President-elect Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance proposed a temporary funding bill without what they called Democrat giveaways, combined with an increase in the debt ceiling. Going on to say increasing the debt ceiling is not great, but we'd rather do it on Biden's watch. The last-minute negotiations now throwing Congress into chaos.
I don't know of anyone who wants to see the government shut down.
Lawmakers have until Friday to avert a shutdown. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
And a Republican slim majority in the House means Speaker Johnson will need Democratic votes in order to pass a spending bill. The Justice Department is suing CVS over accusations it is filling unlawful prescriptions for opioids. In the complaint, the DOJ accuses the pharmacy retailer of violating both the Controlled Substances Act and the False Claims Act. Prosecutors allege CVS knowingly filled prescriptions for controlled substances that were not valid or not issued in the usual course of medical practice. Prosecutors also allege this behavior dates back to October of 2013 and is still taking place today. The Alzheimer's Foundation of America is offering tips for those caring for a loved one with dementia this holiday season. The AFA says flickering lights, noisy items, or major changes to a person's environment can be overwhelming, so it's a good idea to keep decorations simple. Experts say it's also important to take cues from your loved one and incorporate what they can do now instead of focusing on what they used to do. And finally, be willing to accept help from others and be specific about what would be helpful. We do have an alert day on the horizon for the Madison area. Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with more on the wintry conditions and the cold temps that are set to follow, Alex.
Yes, just hours away for that snow breaking out in southern Wisconsin that the First Warn Weather Team we've been tracking now for several days. Alert day conditions will unfold Thursday going into at least the first few hours of Friday, if not the first half of Friday. Highest totals are going to be expected north and east of Madison still, but a widespread swath of 3 to 6 inches of snow and some blowing snow expected across a good portion of southern Wisconsin. Let's break down the timing and what to expect, the impacts. Moderate impacts across a good portion of our viewing area. The southwestern corner of the state, the lowest impacts as it looks like at this point in time. The highest impacts north and east of Madison. This is through Friday morning. We're expecting breezy conditions, low visibilities at time. Both the evening commute Thursday and the morning commute on Friday impacted. Snow totals at least 2 to 6 inches, with 2 inches towards southwestern Wisconsin, where they do not have a winter weather advisory. 3 to 6 inches right across the heart of the viewing area. That includes Madison, the Dells, and Camp Douglas, and then a winter storm warning to the north. That's where they're expecting that 6-inch amounts up towards Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Let's say 3 to 4 here in Madison, 1 to 3 over far southern Wisconsin. Where is this weather system? Well, it's way off to the northwest in the Dakotas. It's a clipper, comes out of Alberta, Canada, sweeps towards the south and towards the east, and we can see that on future tracks, snow breaking out northwest of Madison in the early morning hours. By the time we get to, let's say, lunch, widespread snow, moderate, maybe even some pockets of heavy snow. That moderate to heavy snow continues for a good portion of southern Wisconsin, but I do want to call out the center of the circulation over northeastern Iowa pulls pulls in a little bit of dry air, and that's why the far southern part of the state stands the lesser chance of seeing snow accumulation. You still will get some according to our future track model, but we got to keep an eye on that track. Any north or southward movement of that track makes a huge impact on snowfall amounts, and the snow continues into Friday morning with gusty winds as well. And we can track those winds too. Head of the weather system, 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. They briefly settle down as that low gets to right around the Wisconsin-Illinois border. And then on the backside, Friday morning, we have wind gusts again approaching 30 miles per hour, which will blow and drift a little bit of that snow out there. Impacts to the commute. Lowest impact 6 a.m. to noon in western northwest of Madison. The snow will start as we get to noon to 6 p.m. We'll start to see impacts across all of southern Wisconsin. Greatest impacts behind me here are going to be during the Thursday evening commute and the commute Friday morning. So please allow yourself extra time during those commutes tomorrow afternoon and evening, and then again Friday morning. We cool on down this weekend, and things are looking actually pretty good for a white Christmas for much of southern Wisconsin. We'll melt a little bit, but all of it won't melt by the time we get to Christmas.
All right, Alex, thank you. The Brewers are set to stay in Wisconsin through at least 2050. That's thanks to a new lease agreement approved by the Southwest Wisconsin Professional Ballpark District. And this comes nearly a year after Governor Tony Evers signed Wisconsin Acts 40 and 41 to keep the team in the state for another 27 years. The Brewers' lease was originally supposed to expire by 2030. Coming up in sports, another day. Zach, you take it.
Another day, another honor for Sarah Franklin. Which teammate earned All-American honors with her? Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Here's the secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, has nurses that specialize in custom treatment plans. Always natural, never overfilled. Time to learn how aging is different at Robertson.
Don't miss a chance to win a new furnace from AirServe of Madison. Send us a photo of your old, ugly furnace for a chance to win a new, beautiful furnace in the Ugliest Furnace Photo Contest on channel3000.com. Brought to you by AirServe of Madison.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 Flex Buy and $1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Fresh off a dominating performance against Butler on Saturday, Greg Gard's squad is playing the waiting game this week to tip off their final non-conference game of the year. Wisconsin hosts Detroit Mercy on Sunday, meaning there's an entire week of nothing but practice in between, which is okay, but most of the Badgers would rather be playing actual games every couple of days.
We had a busy last 2 weeks, and with finals coming here soon and Christmas coming, this break is a good opportunity for us to reset our minds, but also keep improving as we get ready for a Big Ten play.
We want to be out there playing against other people, but it gives us a lot of time to work on stuff we need to work on and touch up on some things. So there's advantages to both, but I think personally we'd rather just kind of be out there hooping against other teams and competing.
Well, for more on the Badger men's basketball team, be sure to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle. John Blackwell stops by to talk all things hoop. Show airs on Friday at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. Let's face it, it's Sarah Franklin's world, and we're all just living in it. Player of the Year? Yeah, she's been crowned that by the Big Ten, but the accolades are far from done. Today, she earned first-team All-American status by the AVCA. And if you're wondering, it's the second straight year she's received that honor. But she wasn't the only Badger to be named an All-American. Freshman Charlie Furbringer was named to the third team. Well, speaking of Kelly Sheffield's squad, he picked up a big-time hitter in the transfer portal. Grace Lopez comes to Wisconsin after 2 years at Miami. She's coming off a season where she averaged 3.5 kills per set and was tabbed second-team All-ACC. Not to be outdone, Luke Fickle has added Jaden Ballard to fill one of the holes in the Badger receiver room. The 6'3" wideout spent the last 4 years at Ohio State, where he really didn't see the field. He made 35 appearances and caught 11 passes. His best season, though, as a Buckeye was 2022. And do you remember that meme of Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man? Well, that's kind of what happened last night at the Michigan State-Oakland men's basketball game. Longtime friends Tom Izzo and Greg Campy were sideline twins wearing the same Grinch sweater, something that Campy planned.
Sit down, Camp. You bought the ugliest sweaters I've ever seen, and for the first time in your life, you paid for them, so I'm really happy about that.
The hard part was I didn't want to embarrass him, so I had to buy two, so I didn't give him a shirt, one that was too small. You know, I gave him a small and I gave him a double, and I knew he was going to wear the double.
We'll be right back.
Bigger isn't always better. Stoughton Health offers in-house MRI in a safe, inviting environment with convenient scheduling, friendly staff, and easy parking. Experience why patients are proud to say, "This is my hospital."
Don't dance, but boogie into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, December 27th, we're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Saturday, December 28th, a Chevy Colorado. Then on New Year's Eve, it's our Winter Boogie Bash, where you can have a chance to win your share of over $45,000 of rewards play. Plus, there will be free live entertainment by Coyote Wild and Snake Oil. It's time to boogie your way into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Keep your car running this winter with help from Menards. Splash Ultimate Windshield Wash Fluid is effective down to -35 degrees. It clears ice and salt for a clean, streak-free shine. Pick up a gallon for only $2.39. Get maximum protection with Menards Extended Life Antifreeze and Coolant. It guards against rust and corrosion and features extended life coolant technology for use in all automobiles, light-duty trucks, and motorcycles. Get a gallon for only $5.99 after rebate.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salonpas. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
It's Good News, Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
We love this time of year when we all get together in downtown Madison to enjoy the beautiful, sparkling holiday lights, catch up with friends over cocktails, enjoy awesome local restaurants, and our family really enjoys creating holiday memories during Shine On Madison, which is a free, fun holiday celebration in downtown Madison. And that is Good News, Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, McFarland, and Cottage Grove.
Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30. Tonight.
If the incoming president thinks he can bully the media into never saying anything bad about him, well, what else is going on?
New tonight.
And Alex rejoins us. Final check and our alert day coming.
Yep, Clipper-like system on its way to southern Wisconsin, bringing widespread 3 to 6 inches of snow from, let's say, Madison and areas towards the north. A little bit of blowing snow as well. Lesser amounts are expected down towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. We have winter weather advisories in effect for a good portion of southern Wisconsin. You still will get some snow near the Wisconsin-Illinois border and over far southwestern Wisconsin. So we'll be keeping an eye on the track, too. You'll definitely want to join Savannah tomorrow morning for the very latest on snowfall amounts. We'll be using Future Track as well to track the snow moving in to southern Wisconsin and our network of Skycams to show you those conditions across southern Wisconsin. And we'll have improvement by the time we get to Friday morning. But both commutes, Thursday evening commute and Friday morning commute will be impacted.
Snow, shovel quality or snowblower quality?
Both.
Both, okay. Duly noted. Alex, thank you. Thanks for joining us, folks, for News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night.